This video comes from a creator who actively seeks out places most people would rather avoid. Instead of normal exploration, the focus is on locations surrounded by rumors, disturbing stories, and long-standing unease. For this trip, the destination was a forest in the UK, with one of the darkest reputations around. Often referred to as Screaming Woods, the area has built a name for itself through decades of reported sightings and unexplained experiences. Sitting just outside a village famous for its paranormal history. And before anything even began, something already felt wrong. As soon as they reached the woods, police were on site, which immediately set an uneasy tone for the night ahead.
Yeah, what is the police doing going past the Screaming Woods?
Something's going down.
What is going on? I don't know.
That's strange, I'm off in the same direction, isn't it?
Oh, that's going in a different direction.
That's weird.
Okay, so we're at the Screaming Forest right now. This place is apparently the most haunted forest in the UK. I've been here once before with the overnight crew and stuff kicked off. We are camping here. We're camping overnight, but there's only me and Flex. Now, we do have a spare tent and sleeping bag inside the roof box. And I did ask people if they would want to join us, but you know what, as soon as I said overnight camp inside the Screaming Forest, no one would do it.
They didn't settle right away. Instead, they walked deeper through the forest, testing different areas until one finally felt usable. It was not completely open, but it also was not right on the edge. Just far enough in to feel committed without leaving them totally exposed.
Right, so we need to figure out where we're going to go. Inside what looks to be an Illuminati, Freemason symbol. Okay. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, looks like we're camping here. Yeah. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, it's horrible. Right, okay. Well, deep inside the Screaming Woods, let's set fire like instantly.
Yeah.
While moving through the area, they crossed paths with a group that was clearly intoxicated. It was strange, but not enough to stop them see it as a real issue. They carried on with their setup, assuming that was the end of it. As time passed, though, the energy around them changed, and the night began to feel uneasy in a way that was hard to explain.
So we're already hearing some almighty screams. Now it could be just kids messing around, but we still are quite early. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, so I'm assuming that's what it is.
Hopefully. If it isn't, then it's worse than that.
Yeah.
And we didn't get it on audio or camera either.
Yeah, so technically if you don't get it on camera, it didn't happen.
Exactly.
See?
See what I mean? What's this place named? The Screaming Woods?
The Screaming Woods.
Oh, for God's sake. What are we doing?
Bro. It could just be kids messing around, but there's still screaming coming from in the woods.
Yeah. That sounds like help. I'm not responding to it.
Don't. Stay quiet.
Whatever it was did not stop. The sounds kept returning, repeating often enough that it became impossible to ignore or brush off as nothing.
Keep hearing weird noises.
Yeah,
Keep hearing
wailing
and
noises.
stuff.
It's just how dark it is over there. It worries me.
Yeah. I keep hearing it say over there.
Well, I've got a torch pointing over there, lighting up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. It's on the firewood, I think.
Oh.
I think I might put new batteries in that bulb there.
Which one?
This
Oh,
one
that
that's
one.
hanging up.
Yeah, good idea.
Definitely hear some weird noise in here. It's a man's voice. Don't know. Try to keep an eye on it. We keep hearing a man wailing.
It's way off in the distance, though, that's the thing.
It's that way.
Yeah, it sounds like it's that way. Good thing is, that blue light there, CCTV, I mean you've already seen it on the screen, but we're starting to set them up, get them all ready.
They eventually tried using some paranormal equipment, but that part honestly does not explain much. The real mystery was never the devices, it was the screaming itself. Something was making those sounds, and none of the explanations fully sit right. It could have been the people they saw earlier, still wandering the woods and yelling. It could have been someone who noticed them camping and decided to turn it into a joke, intentionally trying to scare them. But there is another possibility that is harder to ignore. The police presence at the start might not have been random at all. If something serious was already happening in the area, those screams could have been connected to that instead. Nothing ever directly happened to them, and they made it through the night without confrontation. This channel belongs to someone who actively seeks out isolation. Long rides, rough terrain, and places far removed from other people are kind of the whole point. On this trip, he rides out to a remote area and starts preparing to stay the night like he normally does. But while getting set up, he senses movement nearby. That is when he realizes something is there with him, observing him from a distance. The moment it clicks, whatever calm he had disappears completely.
There's a bear.
Hey, man. How's it going? So, the bear sighting, my main concern is that he doesn't come back here. You know, it's gonna be dark soon. I'll be in this flimsy tent. Okay, so my very best protection, and I don't even know if it would work or not, would be squirting out this ethanol as a flame. Okay, so I'm going to prepare that with a lighter in this bottle inside. Second, my camera here has a light on it, so I can have a light if I need it. And I put the fully charged battery in the camera. And other than that, my backpack was hanging on this motorcycle. And so now it's going to be in here with me, because bear could easily grab that and take off into the woods if it smelled like some food or something, you know. And that's all I can do.
For a brief second, he convinced himself the situation had passed. Then he took another look around. That is when it hit him. The bear never left. It had simply repositioned itself, remaining at a distance, completely silent, locked in on him without revealing its movements.
He was right here the whole time. What do you want? See? There he is, huffing away up there. What do you want? Come on. I'm not leaving. Get out of here. Dude, I'm not gonna leave. Go away. I can make noise too. Go on. I knew it. Listening to me from right over there. And he's just somewhere up on this slope. Come on.
Not being able to fully see it was almost worse than seeing it clearly. The uncertainty alone was enough to keep him tense. Rather than wait in silence, he chose to change the situation on his terms. He created light, noise, and a clear sign that he was not an easy target, keeping the bike ready in case he needed to leave fast if the animal decided to move in closer.
Alright, here's secret weapon 1. Trying to put the scare into that guy.
In the end, the animal never made another move. Still, that situation would have been enough for most people to leave immediately. A bear that size showing interest is not something to brush off. He chose to stay calm and ride it out, but that decision came with real risk. He had no bear spray, no firearm, and all of his food was sitting right there with him. From the bear's point of view, it had already found the kitchen and simply decided against it this time. That does not mean it could not have gone differently. If you ever find yourself in a situation like that, the smartest move is to leave. No view or campsite is worth gambling with something like that. The channel you are about to see is built around curiosity rather than comfort. The creator deliberately heads into areas known for odd stories and unexplained encounters, often places tied to Bigfoot reports or other strange claims. Sometimes it is hiking, sometimes camping, sometimes just wandering deep into the trees to see what the environment feels like. In this video, there was no specific goal beyond spending a night out in the forest for fun. Still, when you choose locations like this, the unexpected has a way of finding you.
Okay, so it's decision time. Decisions. I've come into this part of the wood now, and it's mega dense. Like, I'm talking, there's a tree every 2 foot, kind of dense. And my thought process right now is, tonight in here is going to be extremely dark. And if shit hits the fan, for whatever reason, I'm going to have to make my way out of these woods, which is going to be nigh on impossible. So, alternative 2 is I find another part of the wood where the trees are more widely spread apart, but then I've got the thing of I can see all around me 360 degrees for quite a distance, which is equally as scary in my opinion. But okay, what am I on about? I'm in the woods on my own. Like, I'm in the woods, actually in the woods on my own. And I'm gonna be here on my own all night. It's gonna get dark. It's gonna get scary, and there's gonna be strange noises.
Not long after getting settled, the quiet started to feel off. Sounds began cutting through the forest that immediately put him on edge. Still, he tried to brush it off, telling himself it was probably nothing more than wildlife, maybe a bird nearby.
So I've just been thinking while sat here taking 5 about maybe it was a great thing that I chose to ride so far away from home to a woods, because had it been any closer I might have been tempted to go home, or I don't really know, bluff it and say that I slept when I didn't, or some kind of weird like that. But the very fact that I've rode so far away from home, I can't really go back now. So this is me for the night, which is good, because I'm here and I'm not going anywhere because I can't. It's such a long bike trip. Okay, so I'll just give you a quick tour of my bedroom for the night, what I've built up. I've got all these little sticks to create the perimeter. I've got my fire there. My bike obviously, so I'm going to be sleeping here next to the fire, not too close though obviously, because I've got an inflatable mattress and I don't want that to blow up. I've noticed that there's a lot of badger sets and rabbit droppings and deer markings, that type of thing. sounds like a bird, I think, I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, I've noticed a lot of animal markings on the floor and around the area, so that's another thing to be conscious about, because tonight when it gets dark and I hear some noises, I need to think of all the animals that could potentially be living in the same area as me, walking about, doing their own thing, so then I just don't jump to paranormal or mysterious type things. So yeah, that's always something to be wary about, is who else is living in this wood other than me.
Darkness had already taken over, and for a while, the campsite felt still and empty. That calm did not last. Out of nowhere, unfamiliar noises started carrying through the trees, and the situation became much more tense once he realized he had no phone signal at all. He moved around, trying to find even the slightest connection, but there was nothing. When he finally headed back toward camp, that is when the sound happened again, close enough to make his stomach drop.
Somebody please explain to me why I'm walking around in the dark. On my own. In the woods. I've got no signal. In my head I'm saying walk to the track, see if you can get some signal, but that means leaving all my stuff back at the camp and walking through the woods in the dark with just my torch. What the hell are you doing, Ben? I don't know how much of me you can see. Let me show my torch. But can you hear that? Wow, it's a good job I know what the hell that is, because I would be in my pants right now had I not come across that sound before.
That noise hits in a very specific way. Your brain does not register it as an animal first. It sounds human, urgent, wrong, and that alone is enough to make anyone tense up instantly. Realistically, it was almost certainly wildlife. Foxes are known for making calls that sound terrifyingly human. But logic usually comes after the fear, not before it. Forests at night have a way of twisting familiar sounds into something unsettling, especially if you are not used to camping. He chose to stay, likely confident it was just nature doing what it does. Still, moments like that can shake anyone, no matter how experienced they are, even if only for a few seconds. A couple was spending time somewhere out in the woods when the calm was suddenly broken by a powerful noise they could not place. The location was never really explained, but the sound itself was enough to stop everything. He quickly started filming, capturing audio that feels unnatural and deeply unsettling. The kind of sound that makes you pause and wonder what could possibly make it.
Oh, where they come from? We're in the middle of nowhere.
Well, all around us.
Well, call me nuts, but I reckon that came from up there. But, well, unless the trees backed it down and... Oh, it's cold. Unless the trees made it echo, I don't know. I've never heard a sound like that before.
I don't like it.
It did have an element of eerie, isn't it?
Have you got home
Yeah. My phone's about to die anyway. I don't want to be out here with no phone. So there it is again, do you hear that?
I really don't like it. I'm going back.
Oh, don't go just yet.
I want to know.
Maybe if we just went a bit further up, we might see something.
What was that?
Fuck knows. Oh, this is it. Maybe it wasn't 2012, it was 2013. Yeah. Alright, okay. It's not an animal, is it? Hang on. Oh yeah, that was loud. Alright. Hang on, I've got to turn this off. Yeah, I don't like this.
I honestly cannot think of any animal that sounds like that. Hearing something like that echo through the woods would be enough to make anyone uneasy. It hits you in a way that goes straight to your instincts. This clip has been around for a long time. It was uploaded back in 2013, so it is not some recent trend or staged viral moment. I have come across similar videos over the years, and while a lot of people dismiss them as fake, I'm not so sure. There could be a rational explanation that just is not obvious, something I am missing. If you have your own theory or recognize what that sound could be, I am genuinely curious to hear it. The creator behind this video approaches survival in a very deliberate way. He does not just camp or explore. He puts himself in places where isolation is unavoidable and where every decision carries weight. For this challenge, he chose a harsh and remote region of Australia connected to a real event from history. A pilot once crashed there and was forced to rely entirely on instinct and resilience to stay alive. The goal was not to recreate the past step by step, but to place himself in a similar situation and see how long skill alone could carry him. It was about testing limits, not comfort, and seeing whether survival was truly achievable in an environment like that.
So welcome to one of the most isolated and remote parts of Australia. Back in World War II, the poor pilot of this aircraft was forced to make a crash landing here. And boy, he couldn't have picked a worse spot. Pretty quickly, the war would have been the least of his worries, and he would have had to switch straight into survival mode. First things first, he would have had to get ashore here. And these waters are full of crocodiles, sharks, stingrays, stonefish. Everything out here wants to hurt you. I'm putting myself in this exact location to see what this pilot would have been faced against and to share his story for a plane wreck survival challenge.
Up to that point, the challenge stayed fairly controlled. He followed his plan, managed the terrain, and avoided any real emergencies. The one thing he still needed, though, was a reliable food source. That meant getting close to water. And in that part of Australia, water is never just water. Crocodiles are a real presence there, which turns something as simple as fishing into a calculated risk. That detail matters because it changes every decision made near the shoreline.
There's a nice deep bank here, so this looks like a pretty good spot where I can cast my lure off and try to catch a fish. We'll see how we go.
He reached a point where waiting was no longer an option. Food had to come from somewhere, so he stopped, picked a stretch of water, and put together the most basic fishing method he could manage using whatever he had on hand. It was not sophisticated, just practical. At that moment, the focus was on survival, not surprises. What followed was something he never accounted for and could not have predicted.
Yes, yes, yes. What have we got? Yes! Come up here. Beauty.
The moment he got what he needed, everything changed. He focused on the catch and edged closer to finish the job, not realizing how fast the situation was shifting. While his attention was elsewhere, the water behind him broke. A crocodile had moved in silently, closing the distance without giving him any warning at all.
Holy f***. Now, I've got a confession to make. I was just so close to getting eaten by that crocodile. Man, I'm so disappointed in myself. I just got my lure snagged on a snag there, and I was like, oh, hopefully there's not a croc there. And I freaking got it unsnagged quickly and come back up. The next cast, I catch a fish, pull it up the bank, turn around. This freaking huge, crocodile head is right at ambush on the water edge there. Man, can't believe I just let that happen.
That moment snapped everything into focus for him. What started as frustration over a small mistake instantly turned into a reality check. One wrong move, 1 second of distraction, and it could have ended very differently. Realizing how close he came to serious danger, there was no hesitation left. The risk was no longer worth it. He packed up immediately and left, knowing that surviving sometimes means recognizing when it is time to walk away. That's all for today. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Don't forget to leave a comment with your favorite encounter. And as always, thanks for watching and stay safe out there.